Capabilities is teaming up with Endicott College to offer a master's level program right here in Hyannis. We have details on this episode of Barnstable Today. It's Wednesday, February 3rd, 2016. I'm Sarah Mannel. You're watching Barnstable this morning, and joining me this morning for our community profile segment is Brian Blair, of course, Clinical Director of Capabilities. And then we have Dr. Mike Dorsey, and you are actually with Behavioral Studies at Endicott College.
I am.
This is really an interesting program that we're going to highlight today. Let's talk first about capabilities and the need you saw here in the community for maybe continuing education.
So I think a lot of your viewers are probably pretty aware of Capabilities on CAPE, but it's an agency that provides services for adults in day habilitative settings and residential settings, as well as shared living. They also provide a lot of support and services for community-based employment. One of the needs right now is clinical services generally, but also specifically with adults that are that are diagnosed with autism. We do see a growing need for professionals to work with adults with autism and to provide services for them.
Yeah, and so that's kind of where you come in. Endicott College is partnering with Capabilities now to provide a continuing education opportunity for people here on Cape Cod so they can get a master's and not have to leave Cape Cod.
We're very excited about partnering with Capabilities. I mean, the organization has such a strong reputation on Cape. It's something that we're really looking forward to doing. And we think that it will provide a service on Cape that before now has not been around.
Well, let's talk a little bit, if we can, about the new program. There are a couple different things that are offered. So first, you could get a master's level training in the field of applied behavioral analysis. What is that? Applied behavioral analysis.
Applied behavior analysis is basically the study of the science of human behavior. It's how to use reinforcement to teach people skills that they don't already have, to teach them social skills, to teach them adaptive behaviors, how to take care of themselves, how to be safe in the community, all of those kinds of things in a really systematic, lawful way.
Wow. And then the other opportunity is you could pursue a master's of education in applied behavioral analysis. So that would really give you that full master's degree.
It will. The goal for most of the people that come into our training program is to meet the standards to become a board certified behavior analyst, BCBA, which is sort of the common term within the special ed education fields. And by going through either our certificate program or our master's program, graduates would be able to sit for that BCBA exam.
Wonderful. Now talk to me a little bit about this is coming up, so this program begins actually in a couple weeks.
Yeah, so you can register today. We'll provide some links and some contact information for how to register, but yeah, we'll be starting classes 2 weeks from tomorrow. We already have several students that have applied. Some of them are Capabilities employees, but some of them are not. They're just other people that are interested in the program that are on CAPE. So it's open to everybody on CAPE, so you don't have to be with an agency. You can be, say, working for a school district and, just interested in becoming board certified. You can apply today. The registration process is fairly simple, fairly straightforward. There shouldn't be any reason why you would be delayed if you are really interested in the program.
Now, how costly is the program? I know that's probably something that everyone is going to have to consider before signing up for the program.
That's a really good question. We actually are one of the least expensive graduate programs in the Commonwealth. We compete easily with the state schools and are as much as half to less than half of what a lot of the other private schools are. So on a cost-benefit basis, it's well worth it.
Wonderful. So when classes are being held, where are classes going to be held?
So classes will be at Capabilities in Hyannis at the Linden Center. They'll be, right now for the first semester, they'll be Tuesday and Wednesday nights from 4 p.m. to 8 p.m. And I think that's pretty much what the time is going to look like going forward too in future semesters. It is a fairly intensive program, so if you do sign up for classes, you will be in classes, you know, the spring semester, summer, fall, spring, and then next summer. So it's an accelerated program, but within 18 months you'll have your master's degree and you'll be able to sit for your board certification. So it's a great program in that you can pretty much get it all done in a decent amount of time.
Not only that, but it sounds like it's really geared toward people who are already working, and so that you can fit it into your life. Because as parents and busy people working, it's tough to really get back to school and further that education. So this is maybe a good opportunity too, because someone isn't going to have to drive 2 hours to the next university.
That's the whole point. The nice thing too is we've designed it as what they call a cohort model, which basically means you come in with a group of students and you finish with that same group. So there's a real sort of social networking that goes on. Students get to know each other. They're in touch with each other when class is not going on, helping each other with homework and papers and making sure that everybody's sort of like coming along and getting through the program.
You know, a question I have for you, if someone is out there watching this right now and thinking, you know, this may be the career path that I'm looking for, I'm really interested in this, are there any prerequisites that they would need to apply for this program?
Well, the way we have it set up through Endicott is it's a very simple process. The prerequisite is that you have a bachelor's degree. To get into the master's program, you need a bachelor's degree. Generally, people that apply typically have a master's in special education or psychology, social work, it's some human service profession. But if you've got the bachelor's degree, you go online, you literally take about 10 minutes to fill out an application. There's a $50 application fee, and at that moment you're eligible to take 2 courses. The rest of letters of recommendation, transcripts, and all that you can get done during the first semester, so that by the end of the first semester you're fully accepted in the program and you're going to go through and graduate.
Wonderful. So that's really convenient, seeing that this program begins in just a few weeks.
Yep.
So that there's still time, if someone is watching, there's still time for them to take advantage of it, which
Absolutely.
I think is absolutely fantastic. Now, do you see this program continuing after, I know this will be the first round for you. It'll take about 18 months to run through. Will you do it again, do you think?
I think so, yeah. You know, Dr. Dorsey mentioned the growing need for professionals to work with people with autism. That's not going to end anytime soon. I think this, you know, we knew that there was demand on CAPE for this. Capabilities had people that were identified that they knew were interested in a program like this. So I think this was our initial attempt to see what the interest is like. But the need is there. It's just now making sure that people are aware that there is a program on CAPE, that they, like you said, they don't have to leave, they don't have to do it online. They can come to an actual live class with professors teaching coursework in a cohort model. So we'll see how the first round goes, but I think there is a demonstrated need for it.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for sharing all of the information with us. If someone is watching and they really are interested in the program, what is the best way for them to get information?
The best way would be to go to capabilities.org. On the main webpage, you'll see a link for it, but you can also go to capabilities.org/vanloan. From there, you'll get all the information you need. If you're interested in generally about Endicott College, you can Google Endicott College to kind of learn more about the different programs that Endicott offers. My email address will be right on the website. I would be, I think, a pretty good person to get in touch with for the specifics about the program. And I think that you can start there and see if you have more questions. We'll follow up with you.
Great, thank you so much. And of course, today joining me were Brian Blair, Clinical Director at Capabilities, and Dr. Mike Dorsey, Professor of Behavioral Studies at Endicott College. Thank you both so much for joining me this morning.
Thanks for having us.
For Barnstable This Morning, I'm Sarah Mantle. Well, be sure to tune in to our hour-long news program, Barnstable This Morning, weekdays at 8 a.m. On tomorrow's show, we will chat with the chair of the Barnstable Economic Development Commission. We will hear from Cape Cod Commission Technical Services Director Glenn Cannon. Plus, we'll have all the news and information you need. For Barnstable Today, I'm Sarah Mantle.